This is the EVS class for class 5. Today we discuss chapter number 5, Seeds and Seeds from NCERT, and this is lecture number 2. First comes motivational quote. Today's quote is, "Education is the key to unlock the golden door of freedom" by George Washington Carver. Students, when you get education, then you will gain knowledge, and when you gain knowledge, then you can understand the differences between right and wrong, and then you don't need a guide, that is, you get complete freedom. Now, what are the topics? First, you will know about different parts of a seed in an elaborate manner. That is, you will know about seed coat and the parts of seed coat. That is testa, the outer part, and tegmen, the inner part. Then you will know about endosperm, that is food storage, and embryo. And embryo consists of epicotyl, hypocotyl radicle, and cotyledon. Then you will know about seed germination in an elaborate manner. Then you will know that how does a plant grow. Then you will know the life cycle of a plant. Plants grow without seeds, that is, grow from roots, grow from stem, grow from leaves. Then you will know about the names of some insectivorous plants. Then you will know the method of trapping insects by a pitcher plant. First, parts of a seed. Yesterday we knew that a seed mainly has three parts, that is seed coat, endosperm, that is storage of nutrients, and embryo. First, seed coat. Seed coat is the external covering of a seed. It protects the internal parts of a seed. It consists of two layers. First, testa, and second, tegmen. The outer layer is thick and known as testa. The inner layer is thin and known as tegmen. Second, endosperm, that is the storage of food. The endosperm contains the nutrients stored in it. It provides nutrients to the seed in the form of starch, carbohydrate, and proteins. Third, embryo. Embryo consists of the following parts. What are the parts? Epicotyl, hypocotyl, radicle, cotyledon. Now, epicotyl is a small shoot which gives rise to the entire plant shoot system. Now, what is shoot? Shoot is stem and leaves of a plant. Second, hypocotyl. Hypocotyl is the primary root that emerges first during germination. It anchors the plant firmly in the soil. Third, epicotyl and hypocotyl are together called plumule. Now, radicle is a small embryonic root, and cotyledon emerges as a tiny or fleshy leaf from the soil with the seedling during growth. So, students, what are the parts of a seed? First, seed coat, and seed coat consists of two parts, testa and tegmen. Testa is the outer layer of a seed coat and it is thick, and tegmen is the inner layer of a seed coat and it is thin. Second is endosperm. Endosperm provides the nutrients to the seedling during germination. Third part is embryo. Embryo consists of four parts. What are the parts? Epicotyl, hypocotyl, radicle, cotyledon. Epicotyl provides the entire plant shoot system. Second, hypocotyl. Hypocotyl is the primary root that emerges during germination, and it anchors plant into the soil firmly. Then, radicle. Radicle is the root and it is embryonic. Next, cotyledon. Cotyledon is the tiny or fleshy leaf from the soil with the seedling during the growth of the plant. Now, it stores food in the form of starch and protein. Now, students, look at the picture and you will know about these different parts in the picture and the process of seed germination. Look. This is seed. When it germinates, radicle, that is embryonic root, comes out from the seed. Then hypocotyl, that is primary root, comes out from the seed. Then seed coat, it just completely extracted out. And cotyledon provides the nutrients and it is the fleshy leaf with the growth of seedling. Hypocotyl, it anchors the plant into the soil firmly. Epicotyl, it forms the entire plant shoot system, that is stem and leaves. and the entire process, that is from seed to plant, is called seed germination. Now, how does a big plant grow from a tiny seed? There are 5 stages. What are the stages? First, when the seed has water, warmth and soil, it starts to grow inside the seed coat as a germ. Look, inside the seed coat, it grows as a germ. Second stage, a stem grows up from the germ and roots grow down from the germ. Stage 3, leaves develop on the stem and roots grow bigger. Stage 4, flower buds grow. Stage 5, a full grown plant has leaves, stems, flowers and roots. Now look, this is the process of seed germination, and this is also a process that how a plant grows from a seed. First, this is seed germination occurs, then sprout comes out, seedling grows, then becomes a full grown plant. Now life cycle of a plant. First, the seed germinates. Next, the plant grows, plant gives flowers, flower produces fruit, fruit gives seeds, then plant dies, then seed germinates, again plant grows, again plant gives flowers, again plant produces fruits, again fruit releases seeds. Thus the cyclic process occurs, and we say that this is the cycle of a plant. Look how a seed grows into a plant. First, the seed is planted in the soil. Second, germination occurs. Third, growth, that is plant grows roots and a stem above a ground. Then maturity, that is plant grows leaves and become fully grown or mature. Then reproduction, that is plant gives fruits and that fruits give seed, and these seeds are carried away, that is seed is dispersed, and the process is called seed dispersal or dispersal of seeds. So this is the life cycle of a plant. Now you will know about the names of plants without seeds, because students, so far what we have seen that new plants are developed from the seeds. Now students, there are some plants that do not produce any seeds. So how new plants develop from these plants? There are different steps. New plants can be developed for these plants from the roots, stems and leaves. Now read. Some plants such as banana, cactus, rose, bamboo, ginger, etc. grow by using the various parts such as stem or leaves. First, from stem cutting. Some plants like rose, hibiscus, money plant, etc. can be grown from stem cutting of the mother plant. Next, the stem cutting is planted in the soil. After a few days, the stem cutting grows a new plant. Look, here the stem cutting is put in a soil. Here leaves come out from the stem cutting, and at last new plant develops from the stem cutting. And this is the picture of rose plant. Now this is the picture of hibiscus, and this is the picture of money plant. Second, growing plants from the stems. Potato, ginger, onion, etc. are the stems of plants which can grow into new plants. Children, generally potato, ginger, onion, their stems and their shape and size are different from the usual stem. Why? Because they store food. That is, for the storage of the food, their shape differs. Potatoes develop buds or eyes which develop into a new plant. Look, this is a picture of buds and it develops the new plant. Look, these are some root-like structure. Second, this is the picture of, and this is also a picture of different plants, that is onion and garlic. Now, growing plants from roots. Sweet potato, carrot, radish, etc. can develop new plants from their roots. Look, this is the picture of sweet potato. Its taste is sweet. This is the picture of carrot, and this is the picture of radish. Now, growing plants from the leaves. Leaves of bryophyllum plant have buds. These buds develop into a new plant. Look, this is a leaf of a bryophyllum plant, and look here, small buds are developed. and these parts gives rise new plant. So students, what we have learned? We have learned the names of some plants which do not produce any type of seeds and how new plants develop from these plants. For rose, hibiscus, money plant, they are developed from the stem cutting. For potato, onion, ginger, they are developed from the stem. Now from the root, carrot, radish, they are developed. Now from the leaves of Bryophyllum, new plant are developed. And students, I want to tell you another thing about cotyledon. Actually students, cotyledon of a seed gives nutrients to the seedling and it changes in a fleshy leaf with the growth of seedling. And also cotyledon is divided into two types, that is monocotyledon and bicotyledon or dicotyledon. Actually monocotyledon means cotyledon has only one cotyledon and dicotyledon has two cotyledon. And the examples of monocotyledon plants are palm tree, banana tree, and the examples of dicotyledon plants are peas, beans, lentils. I write, look, palm tree, banana tree. They are the examples of monocotyledon tree, and peas, beans, and lentils. These are the examples of dicotyledon trees. I say this only for your understanding and knowledge. Now students, you will learn about the names of some plants that take insects as their foods. What are the names? First, pitcher plant. Look, this is the picture of a pitcher plant. Second, sundew. This is the picture. And third, Venus flytrap. Look, this is the picture. Now, what is the procedure? I just explained the procedure only for pitcher plant. Look, there are some plants which trap and eat frogs, insects and even mice. The pitcher plant Nepenthes is one such plant. It is found in Australia, Indonesia and Meghalaya in India. Students, Australia is a separate country, Indonesia is another country, and Meghalaya is a state in India. It has a pitcher-like shape and the mouth is covered by a leaf. The plant has a special smell that attracts insects to it. When the insect lands on the mouth of the plant, then it gets trapped and cannot get out. What a clever way to hunt. Now student, look, this is the flower of a pitcher plant and these are the picture of germinated seeds of pitcher plant. Now students, observe the location of Meghalaya in the map of India. Look, this is the location of Meghalaya. Meghalaya is the northeastern state of India. Now you will have to write the answers of this question. First, write different parts of a seed. What are the different parts of a seed? What I said? Seed coat. Seed coat has testa and tegmen. Then endosperm and third embryo. Embryo consists of epicotyle, hypocotyle, reticle, cotyledon, and cotyledon has two parts, monocotyledon and dicotyledon. And examples of monocotyledon plants are palm tree, banana tree. Examples of dicotyledon plants are peas, beans, lentils. Second, draw the picture of seed germination. That is, you will have to draw that picture, that is reticle, hypocotyle, epicotyle, etc. Then you will have to write how does a big plant grow from a tiny seed. Next, you will have to draw the life cycle of a plant. Then you will have to write the names of the plants that grow from roots, from stems, from stem cutting and from leaves. From roots, sweet potato, carrot and radish, these are developed. From stems, potato, onion, garlic, ginger, these are developed. From stem cutting, rose, hibiscus, money plants are developed. From leaves of Bryophyllum tree, new plants are developed. Now, you will have to write the names of some insectivorous plant. What are the names? Sundew, Venus flytrap, and the pitcher plant, that is Nepenthes. Then you will have to write the method. How does a pitcher plant trap insect? And you will have to draw the picture of pitcher plant. That is, the picture is drawn in your textbook. So students, that's all about today's session. If you have any problem, then you can share it with me. Thank you.